Hey everyone, welcome to Hatha Yoga. Today in our practice, we're going to be focusing a little bit more on the hips and kind of the outer hips and inner thighs and kind of all that space right around there. So have blocks handy, have a strap handy. And what do I want to say? We're going to do, at some point, we'll do a dragon. And you can make it a winged dragon by letting your knee drift off to the side. I want to show what it looks like. Sometimes it's hard to see on camera. So in your dragon, you can have your hands on blocks and then allow your hips to glide and sink forward and melt down towards the mat. You can make it a winged dragon by flexing your foot. So pull, I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. Flex your foot, pull your toes back towards your shin, and then let the knee roll off to the side and your foot kind of comes on the edge. So this is what's called a winged dragon. That feels okay. It can be really nice, kind of additional opener. If you do have knee issues, I recommend sticking more with traditional dragon, keeping the knee over in alignment with the ankle. And one more thing, we're going to be on our back to start and come into a supine half crescent moon. It's going to look like this when we're on our back. You're going to walk your feet over to one side of the mat, cross your ankle, and then reach across. So that'll be lying down on the back. Go ahead, and that's where we're going to begin, is lying on the back side on the mat. So I'm going to hit play on our music. If I can get my stuff to work. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead, lie down. Take the arms overhead for a full body stretch. Squeeze your thighs, flex your feet, reach at your fingertips. Exhale to soften out the mouth. Do that a few times. Inhale, reach, and you can widen the feet, widen the arms, make it a little bit more of a star shape if that is calling to you. And then on your exhale, slide out the mouth and soften. And even let that sigh be audible. If there's sound that wants to come out, allow it to do so. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side out. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Once more. Inhale, reach, engage, stretch. And exhale, soften. Pause here for a moment. Eyes are closed. Starting with our attention on ourselves, feeling and noticing your own physical body today in this moment. And from our physical body awareness, noticing our emotional selves, anything that we are holding heavy or light, anything we're dragging around with us day to day. And at the beginning of our practices, when we pause, when we notice, we do so without judgment. It's more of an observation. See if you can withhold the judgment. Allow whatever to be there, just to be there. And then we notice the mind, the patterns of thought that we are actively choosing. Breath in and breath out. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands onto your belly. Connect with our breath, taking a long, deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out the nose. On your inhale, feel the belly expand and rise, pressing into the hands. And on your exhale, your belly sinks and melts down towards your spine. Inhale, expand and open. Exhale, contract and release and soften. As you breathe, allow the breath to find an even rhythm. Inhaling for 3, and then exhaling for 3. Breath in. Exhale, open the eyes, bend your knees, plant your feet as wide as your mat. You can extend the arms again out to the side. Slowly drift both knees over to the left. Feet roll on the edges. Breath in. Exhale, float the knees over to the right. Take your time in transition. And after you settle, you might bring your awareness into your hips and your inner thighs and feel if this is the same as it was on the left side. Is it different? Breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Right ankle crosses on top of left thigh. Just hold it here. Maybe gently rock side to side. Doesn't have to be very big. Breath in. And exhale, back to center, uncross. And then take the left ankle on top of right thigh. Top foot is flexed. Maybe stillness would feel the best, or if you kind of like that rocking motion a little bit side to side. Breath in. Exhale to center, uncross, send the legs long, and then walk them over to the left side of your mat. So both feet come to the left corner of your mat. Take your right ankle over your left, right hand up and around the top of the head. Wiggle your left shoulder towards your left hip, finding length through the right side body. Under the arm, through the rib cage, down the hip, maybe even all the way down the IT band. Now we're just starting, so it doesn't have to be the deepest of your body's ability. maybe more like a 3 or 4 on your 1 to 10 scale. Breath in. Exhale, uncross, and make your way just back to center, back to the middle of your mat. You can pause for a moment and see how that feels. And then walk the legs over to the right corner of your mat. Left ankle crosses on top of right. Wiggle the right shoulder down towards the right hip. Left arm up and over. Your right hand hooks the wrist. That's available. And consciously breathe into the left side body. Breath in. Exhale, uncross. Back to center. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Hands on the shin or the hamstring. And then sweep the right knee off to the right side of the body. Comes to the outside edge of the rib cage. Give it a nice little hug in. You can circle the right ankle clockwise and then counterclockwise. Breath in. Exhale, back to center, knee to the chest, and then send the right leg long. Left knee pulls in, grab shin or hamstring. You could even use your strap here. And then left knee sweeps to the outside of the rib cage. Circle the ankle. Breath in. Exhale, back to center. Hug the knee and then send it long. Both arms overhead, full body stretch. Breath in. Exhale, draw both knees in towards the chest. Maybe the head, neck, and shoulders roll off the mat. Maybe not. Maybe gently rock right to left. And then with hands on the shins or hamstrings, you're going to rock and roll the length of your mat, massaging out the spine. Rock and roll as much or as little as you wish. And then come all the way into downward facing dog. In your down dog, you can find movement or stillness, maybe generously bending the knees, pedaling the heels, and rotating the chest and the heart. Whatever you're choosing, spread the fingers wide. Notice if there's any gap underneath the top of the palm. See if you can press down so that the palm is flush with the floor. With your knees bent, draw your chest and your belly towards the tops of your thighs. Lift your tailbone, scoop your belly in and up. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Breath in. Breath out. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Breath in. Exhale, slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Forward fold, top of the mat. Bend the knees a little deeper. Crown of your head melts towards the earth. Breath in. Exhale, rolling up. Knees are soft, navel to spine, chin to chest, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. At the very top, bring the feet together. Cross the right ankle over the left. Inhale, arms high. Left hand grabs the right wrist and then reach to the left. So that same crescent moon shape we did on our back, we're now doing in a standing position. And as you reach, see if you can still find softness in your shoulders. So we shrug our shoulders enough because we hold our tension there. Let them drop down, even though we have them over our head. Think about your left shoulder drawing towards your left hip. Breathe into the right side body. Inhale, come back to center, hold the arms high, uncross the legs, mountain pose. Kind of reset yourself. Take the left ankle, cross it over the right. Left hand reaches across, right hand grabs the wrist, gently pull, soften the shoulders. And your focal point can be up towards the left elbow, or it can be down at the mat. Inhale, mountain, come back, uncross. Go ahead, grab one block. Grab one block, bring it in between the thighs. We're going to use it as an anchor for chair. Feet are hips width apart still. Ground into the four corners of each foot. Breath in. Exhale, chair pose, sit down. So in your chair, feel your feet, grab at the mat, squeeze your block, scoop your belly, soften your shoulders. Variations for the arms. Arms can be lifted, lined up with the ears. Arms can cactus, or hands can be at the heart. And then we're listening to your traps and your upper body here for guidance. Breath in, breath out. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left arm down and around, looking behind you. So now we're in a little bit of a twist. Not a lot. Our hips are still squared to the short end of the mat. Take your left hip, reach it forward as your upper body rotates. Soften shoulders. Breath in. Breath out. Squeeze your block a little bit more. Inhale, chair. Left arm swoops back up. Exhale, right arm down and around behind you. Focal point options, looking over the right hand or even looking over the left. Right hip reaches forward. Pull your belly in again. Breath in. Exhale, chair, right arm back up. A little bit more here. Last breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Squeeze your block one last time. Forward fold all the way down. Go ahead, slide that block out. Grab both of your blocks and just set them kind of right behind your feet, one on each side of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Low lunge. Legs are in two separate tracks. You can even maybe take a little bit wider than you normally would, so let the feet be at least as wide as the hips. Options, hands can be on the floor, hands can be on blocks. Make sure that your front knee is not going past your ankle. Breath in. Exhale, dragon. Right knee to the mat. Both hands high. Dragon, let your hips melt and sink forward. Remember, your feet are the brakes in this scenario, so we're not sinking into the very deepest of our bodies, of our joints, of our body's ability, using our feet as the brakes. And you can also think about squeezing your inner thighs together, like your knees are scissoring towards one another. Breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down to a block. Right hand reaches across the body. Rotate open the heart. Focal point looking up towards the right elbow, or maybe looking down at the mat. Get conscious with your breath. Breathe into the right side body. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, both hands now come down to the instep of the left foot. And hands can be on blocks or the mat you choose. Let the hips go forward again, melt down. And then this is your option for winged dragon. Flex the left foot. Let it roll to the edge. Option if you want it. Lift your chest, drop your shoulders, reach the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Breath in. Exhale, bring the left knee back in alignment with the ankle. Low lunge. Shift the hands down to the mat. Right knee off the floor. Low lunge. Now from our low lunge in one swoop, we're going to come up into rising mountain. Breath in. Exhale, swoop up. Rising mountain. Right knee parallel to hip. Rising mountain, single leg chair prep. Right ankle crosses on top of left thigh. The option is stay here, or the option to sit down, bending into the left knee. And the arms can stay lifted, or the hands can come to the heart, or you could even cactus the arms. Root into your left foot, strong, grounded with the floor. Right foot is flexed, toes reaching back towards your shin. Scoop your belly wide and through your collarbones. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down towards your tailbone. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, rising mountain. Come back up with control, rising mountain to mountain. Set the right foot down, hands to the heart. Pause for a moment. You could even close the eyes, just feel that. Breath in and breath out. Go ahead, grab your block again. Bring it in between your thighs. just above the knees. Remember, you still want to hold your alignment. So your ankles, knees, and hips, still same line. Breath in. Exhale, chair. You choose your arm variations. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Take the left arm down and around. Square the hips. So your left hip is always going to want to kind of go with you, with your left arm. Your job is to square. Take your left hip, reach it to the short end of your mat. Breath in. Exhale, sink deeper. Squeeze your block again. Inhale, chair, left arm high. Exhale, twist to the right, right arm down. Right hip reaches to the front, belly in, soften shoulders, choose your focal point. Inhale, exhale, sink deeper. Keep squeezing your block. Inhale, chair, forward fold. Slide that block out, put it next to your mat. So you've got a block on each side. Halfway lift. Step the left foot back, low lunge. Feel free to get wider in this low lunge. Choose your arm variation, hand variation with blocks or no blocks, maybe even left knee to the mat already. See if you can find some lightness in this low lunge. So if you wanted to take your hands off the floor, you could. In. Exhale, dragon. Knee to the floor, ground into the feet. Reach the hands up. Melt your hips forward. Breath in. Exhale, right hand down to your block. Left hand reaches across the body. As you reach, can you soften your left shoulder? Can you feel both of your feet? Gently applying the brakes here. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, both hands come down to the instep of right foot. You choose block or no block. Let your hips melt forward, and then the option for that winged dragon, flex your right foot and roll it to the edge. Let the knee drop to the side. In your winged dragon, press the floor away. Drop your shoulders, lift the heart. Crown of your head reaches up. Breath in. Exhale, slowly bring the right knee back in alignment with the ankle. Low lunge. Always take your time in transition. Low lunge. Low lunge, one swoop, we're going to rising mountain. Breath in. Exhale, rising mountain. One swoop, left knee comes parallel to hip. Anchor here first. Then cross left ankle on top of right thigh. Option to stay. Option to sit down, single leg chair. Now, if you can, take a look at your ankle. Now, if your foot is resting on your thigh, no problem. See if you can slide it over a little bit. Can you get your ankle to actually overhang the thigh? See what that's like. Once you're there, pull your belly, shoulder blades together and down. Chin draws towards the throat, neck lock. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, rising mountain, come back. Exhale, mountain, set the left foot down, hands to the heart, and then let them drop along the sides of the body. Pause here, resting in awareness, see what you feel. Breath in. Exhale, open the eyes, heel toe the feet together. Weight load the left leg, take the right ankle, cross it over left foot, both arms reach up. Left hand grabs right wrist, extend and reach to the left. Draw left shoulder towards left hips. You're contracting the left side of the body, opening up the right. Send the breath into the right side of the rib cage. Inhale, come back to center. Uncross the legs. Weight load the right leg. Left leg crosses over right. Right hand grabs left wrist. Reach to the right. Contract. Right side body. Inhale, back to center. Uncross. Bring hands to the heart. Go ahead, grab your block. You're going to bring them to the front of your mat. We're going to go from single leg chair to the option for single leg forward fold, hands on the blocks. Weight load left leg, rising mountain, right knee comes up, hands reach. Single leg chair, prep, right ankle on top of left thigh, option to stay always. Sit down, single leg chair, choose your arm variation. Keep the top foot flexed. I want you to think about your form first. So find that form, ground into your left foot, toes are spread. Your foot is actually kind of grabbing at the floor. Top foot is flexed, belly is pulled, chest is wide. Option to stay here, or option for Single leg forward fold, letting the hands come down to blocks. And you can choose to keep a bigger bend in your knee, because that might feel more opening in the outside of your right hip. Or you might choose to straighten the leg a little bit more, let the crown of your head drop down. So play around with it a little bit. Bend your knee, straighten your leg, keep your chest lifted, and then melt your head down. See what you notice. See what feels like it has the most benefit in your body. Breath in, breath out. Ground into your left foot. Inhale, rising mountain with control. Take your time challenging the balance, rising mountain. Set everything down. Right foot down, hands come to the heart. Pause for a moment. Kind of wiggle that out. Weight load, right leg, readjust blocks as needed. Rising mountain, left knee comes up. Single leg chair. Prep, stay or sit down. Find the form. And then you choose, stay here or maybe single leg forward fold, hands on blocks. Again, play around with this. Play around with it. Bend your knee, straighten your knee, lift your chest, drop your head. Maybe take your left knee and kind of angle it or drop it towards the floor. As you play around with this, keep in mind that yoga poses are not necessarily meant to be pretty. They're meant to be for you and your body. Breath in, breath out. Ground into the right foot. Inhale, rising mountain. Come back. Rising mountain, mountain. Shake it out. Pause for a moment. Kind of rest in awareness. See what you feel in your body. Breath in. Exhale, open the eyes, come to the top of your mat. Take your blocks again, maybe to about the middle and one on each side. And find me at the top of your mat. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And step the right foot back, low lunge. Dragon. Right knee to the mat. Hands reach. Hips melt. Reaching dragon. Left hand to block. Right hand sweeps across the body. Now there might be a little bit more space. You might be able to reach even more. Think about contraction. Contracting left side of the body. Left shoulder, left hip. Soften the top shoulder. Inhale to dragon, left hand high. Exhale, both hands to the instep of left foot, maybe on the blocks or not. Option to stay, allowing the hips to sink forward. Option for winged dragon, flex left foot, let it roll to the edge. Lift your heart space, drop your shoulders. In this pose, there can be a tendency to kind of crunch the upper body, like crunch, and just let everything like sink into the shoulders. Press away, lift, find length in your neck. Breath in. Exhale, slowly bring the left knee back in alignment with the hip. Low lunge. Low lunge to pigeon. Single leg pigeon. Hug the left foot under the body. Sweep it off to the right side of the mat. Settle the hips. Float yourself into pigeon. Grab your blocks. If you're going to use them, just set up. We'll stay in active pigeon first, where we're engaging. Press the floor away, pressing into the side of the shin, the top of the right foot. Make sure your back leg is in a nice alignment, hip, knee, ankle, and toes. Feel where your hips are in space. If you've kind of sagged off to the left, can you even yourself out? Feel free to stay if this is feeling really good, or you can choose to go into that more passive pigeon, melting yourself down on your blocks or the mat. Your softer pigeon, let your belly drop. Hold your hands and face, releasing as much tension in your upper body as you can. Breath in. Exhale, walk the hands back. If you used your blocks, take them and place one on each side once again. Pigeon to downward facing dog. Slow transition between those two moves. Pause in your down dog. Downward dog, right leg high, just a little bit. Low lunge, right foot all the way through. Dragon, left knee to the floor, hands high. Sink and melt your hips. Reaching dragon, right hand to the block, left hand sweeps across, contracting right side body. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, dragon, right hand high. Exhale, both hands down to the instep of right foot, mat or block. Melt your hips once more. Option to stay here or come into winged dragon. Flex right foot, float the knee off to the side. Again, feel your shoulders, your upper body press away, lift the heart. Exhale, slowly come back. Make your way to pigeon. Low lunge, hug the right knee under, sweep the foot to the left side, sink your hips. Check out left leg, hip, knee, ankle, toe. Balance the hips. We want them to feel even in weight. If you're utilizing your blocks, go ahead, set them up. Stay up tall first. Press the mat away. Option to stay up tall. Option to melt it down whenever you're ready. Exhale, slowly come back. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Feel child's pose. The knees really nice and wide. In. Exhale, slowly put yourself up. Shift your weight forward, table. Flip the feet around to the front of your mat. Have a block kind of down by your head. Slowly make your way to the floor. You can extend the arms and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. At the bottom, knees are bent. Lift your hips. Shift them to the left. Set them down. Hug the knees. Twist to the right so you can keep your shoulder blades connected to the mat. If you need to, use your blocks as a prop between your thighs or underneath your bottom knee. In. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Reset. Open the middle of your mat. Lift your hips, shift them to the right. Set them down, hug the knees. Twist to the left. Trying to keep your right shoulder blade anchored, drawn down towards the floor. Breath in. Exhale, come back. And bring both knees in towards your chest. Put your hands on your kneecaps. Spread the knees wide. And then you're going to circle the knees. And we're going to go both directions. So you're circling the knees, nice and big. And when you're ready, go ahead and reverse the direction of your circles. Breath in. Exhale, hug the knees to the chest. Inhale, send everything long. Full body stretch. And exhale to soften. Come into Shavasana. would like a longer Shavasana, please stay here. If you're ready to move on, find some gentle movement, your fingers and toes. Roll the head side to side. Eventually bring your knees in towards your chest. Lift the hips and make your way onto either side for fetal child's pose. Pause here. Breath in. Exhale to rise to seated. Hands at the heart. Take a moment, resting in awareness. Again, bring your consciousness into your physical, emotional, and mental bodies. And then seal our practice by bowing forward in gratitude. All right. Thank you so much for joining me.